sound.
I know, but there's only one camera.
I know. Oh, they've got another one over there. I don't think they're using that.
Nothing to sync it. Anyway.
I don't know. They always tell me just to do that. You ready? Hey, this is Kriss Panic. This is Getaway Rock 2013. We have the legendary Herman Li here from Dragonforce, and we just come to talk about. Let's talk about this new album that you're doing. Because you're actually recording in Sweden. How's the process going at the moment?
It's great. We're working with Jens Borgren, and it's kind of cool. Always like Swedish metal. And I thought, why don't we get a Swedish producer and add some of that, that kind of feel into our music and see how that works out. And so far, it's been sounding really good. Yeah.
So what's the process been like for you guys? Did you have all the material wrote, or you kind of more organic, come to the studio and leave it quite loose?
On this album, it's a bit of everything, we write the stuff mainly. Some is like already completely written, some was half written, and we work it out later. Just kind of let it flow. Sometimes some songs you just think, I can't finish this now, and we finish it the rest of the band later in the studio, that kind of thing.
I want to talk about like you guys on stage swapping guitars when you're like, how does that work? I would sit there going, what the fuck? You must be very talented musicians out here.
I don't know, we just like to do kind of fun things on stage, and we thought, why don't we just all play each other's, four people all play each other's instrument at the same time in a weird way, like crossing a hand, and we did it once with one leg and a guitar under my leg, and that kind of crazy way, and we all fell over once actually, like guitar under the leg in through. It's just so fun, and I think it's audience appreciate we having a doing that.
Do you work on it in the rehearsal room, or do you just leave it for the stage with a few beers?
Well, basically each time, the first time it happens, it's just like we just work it out just before the show. We're gonna do this. Never done it before. Fuck it. Just do it. Yeah.
I like that. Just make it up as you go along.
Yeah.
So what's next for you guys? Once you're doing the album, and then I take it touring.
Yeah. This is the last festival for this summer for us here, and we're gonna go back to Sweden. Actually, our keyboard player gonna go straight into the. You're going straight to the studio after this, staying here, and then we release the album next year, and we do some touring. Yeah.
Chill out, enjoy London life.
Yeah, pretty much. There's a lot of preparation before the album comes out, so we're going to spend a lot of time practicing, rehearsing the new songs. Yeah.
Yeah, because we were talking earlier, because obviously, I come from London, and we've been around the Soho scene for a while, I find it strange, because Rock used to be quite big, and now, even in Gothenburg, there's quite a lot of similarities, not so many places to drink in. Is this the same in London for you, or no, this is like 3 bars, and that's about it?
Yeah, it's about 3 or 4. Anyway, there's not that many rockers, or rock girls, so at least you got them in the same place. You don't have to find them. Don't have to look too far away. Yeah.
Shouldn't you just do a show and then have some girls at the end, get one of your roadies to point into the crowd and go, that's the one?
No, come on, man. We're gentlemen. If we want to talk to a girl, we'll just go to them and talk to them. Yeah, no creepy, get the roadie stuff. Nah, it's not our style.
So have you got any funny stories for us about groupies?
I can't even talk about this. I'll get in trouble for these things. I don't know.
Give us some of the mild ones.
Some mild ones. Well, let's say I'm sharing a room with someone in a band at a hotel, and a friend of mine said, "Oh, is it a pain to share with him? You're gonna see him? Is some girl gonna be shagging in the next band?" I said, "Look, I've seen it all before. I don't care if some guy brings another girl and shag in the bed next to me. I don't care."
So folks back home, and this is how it goes in a rock and roll lifestyle. You have to share a room, and apparently you have to sit there and listen to it at the same time.
Yeah, I don't care.
So have you got any funny drinking stories for us about being on stage and it all going wrong?
Seems like there's a new trend going down. When people get really drunk now, they would wake up and piss on someone else by accident because they think it's the toilet. This happened again recently, that our drummer pissed on our singer on the train in St. Petersburg to Moscow. He thought it was the loo, so he pissed on him while he was completely off his face.
I'm laughing because I did that at university. Yeah. I stayed at my friend's place and went into bed, and he's lying in bed with his girlfriend. I'm just peeing all over them. Yeah. And they were sleepwalking, and I went back to bed, and they just looked at me and went, yeah. Sorry, I brought back a memory there. Sorry, I shouldn't really tell people that, but it's funny. Have you got anything like that yourself?
Me? No, not me. You better introduce someone else to hear about this kind of stuff on me.
I'll keep some of the other ones secret, eh?
Yeah.
So is there anything you want to say to the folks back home, like in Sweden and stuff, or wherever else this is going to go to?
We want to thank all the guys in Sweden. First for being powerful drinkers. We appreciate that. We always come to Sweden. You can always drink a lot. And thanks for supporting Dragonforce, you know. We're going to hang out with those guys out there after the show, yeah.
Right, this has been Kriss Panic. This is Getaway Rock 2013. This has been an amazing Herman Li from Dragonforce. Get your horns out and rock on.